So, the third mindfulness training on true love. And I will go ahead and read it as it's in its most recent form. Aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I am committed to cultivating responsibility and learning ways to protect the safety and integrity of individuals, couples, families, and society. Knowing that sexual desire is not love, and that sexual activity motivated by craving always harms myself as well as others. I am determined not to engage in sexual relations without mutual consent, true love, and a deep long-term commitment. I resolve to find spiritual support for the integrity of my relationship from family, friends, and in the friends and Sangha with whom there is support and trust. I will do everything in my power to protect children from sexual abuse and to prevent couples and families from being broken by, I'm sorry, I don't know let me take a deep breath here. I will do everything in my power to protect children from sexual abuse and to prevent couples and families from being broken by sexual conduct. Seeing that body and mind are interrelated, I am committed to learning appropriate ways to take care of my sexual energy and to cultivate the 4 basic elements of true love: loving kindness, compassion, joy, and inclusiveness for the greater happiness of myself and others. Recognizing the diversity of human experience, I'm committed not to discriminate against any form of gender identity or sexual orientation. Practicing true love, we know that we will continue beautifully into the future. So, the third mindfulness training, similar to the others, is about learning how to practice true love, and this time through cultivating a mindful relationship with sexuality. And as part of the collective, we have all had patriarchal imprinting and experiences which distort and challenge our ability to live mindfully in relationship to sexuality. And so I invite us to practice compassion and understanding for ourselves and for each other as we navigate this exploration of the third mindfulness training. So, as many individuals, children, couples, and families have been hurt by sexual misconduct, Thich Nhat Hanh points out that practicing this mindfulness training is a way to restore stability within ourselves and within our families and in society. And I appreciated the way he first talks about this training in his book, The Mindfulness Survival Kit. He starts his teaching by saying, many songs have lyrics that say, I love you, I need you, as if loving means simply using another person to fulfill your need. And we are taught to think that love is the feeling you have when you think you can't survive without another person. And he goes on to elucidate our original desire that accompanies us into life when we were infants and unable to care for ourselves as the underpinning of this transferred desire. He says, as newborns, we emerge from a very soft, dark, and comfortable place, passing through the dangers of being born into a bright, hard world in which we are totally dependent on others to survive. We cannot survive without someone being there. Born with us in this original born with us is this original need, our original love for those who provide for our need, and an original fear that no one will be there to take care of us. As babies, most of us fell in love with the person or the people who cared for us. We fell in love with their smell, the sound of their footsteps, their voices, the shape of their faces. These people were our original loves, a love arising out of need. But from this original desire of our tender infant selves may come a lot of unhealthy craving, causing us to feel incomplete without a partner or feel lost without a romantic relationship, and thinking that we need someone to protect us and take care of us, and that it is the role of another person to do this. The Third Mindfulness Training is a reminder that we can love people from a place of understanding and compassion and not just out of need. Our bodies and minds are interrelated. When the body is polluted, the mind is also polluted, wounded, and weighed down. When the body is whole, the mind is whole. And when we recognize the body as sacred, we can also recognize the mind as sacred. The body and mind of our loved one is a sacred space that needs to be respected. Only then can we develop true love. Thich Nhat Hanh points out that a sexual relationship is an act of communion between body and spirit. It is a very important encounter to share sexuality with another person and is not to be done in a casual manner. Only when we have a deep and committed relationship with someone should we entrust them with our bodies. When we look at another person's body as a tool to satisfy our desire, then the relationship loses sacredness. And at this point, I just wanted to share a little bit of my experience and acknowledge that most of us have suffered because of sexual desire, which tends to be both seductive and deceptive in nature. Strong sexual desire easily rationalizes interactions which can be detrimental to our well-being and our true happiness. Plus, in this age of technology, we are all living, we're just being flooded with lyrics and images created to stimulate our sexuality and encourage compulsive consumption and to make false promises of what will generate love and happiness in our lives, as well as false ideas of freedom. And I wanted to share that I have actually taken time to really watch the fantasies which arise out of my own desire body when it has been stimulated. And I've been pretty amazed by the immediacy of happy ever after images that desire can create, and the uncontrollable excitement my physical body can feel in response. And imminent images of imminent fulfillment and my excitement are swiftly projected onto another person. And it may be somebody that I know very little about, or even somebody that I don't know at all. And in that process, I really felt how strongly the desire body is capable of abducting me, and that I'm no longer in the present moment. And so I just wanted to acknowledge that this is a strong force. We're talking about sexuality, and it's a pretty strong part of our lives. And embedded in that whole experience is a certain amount of torment and suffering when the fantasies take hold, and then reality has to return gradually. So back to Thich Nhat Hanh, he says the third mindfulness training reminds us that when we seek empty pleasure through sexual activity, we destroy happiness and we destroy love. Ill-considered sexual relationship without true love can cause people to feel that they have lost something that's very precious to their lives. To preserve the happiness of myself and others, this training asks that we respect commitments we have made to ourselves within our relationships and respect the commitments others have made. To live in mindful relationship with sexual energy requires a strong practice of discernment in order to navigate the wily nature of our desire body. And this is easier for some people to practice than for others. And so having the support of a loving, mindful community can be very key to following this mindfulness training. And I'll just end by saying true love is a process of discovery which develops through mutual trust and respect.